In this video we're going to demonstrate how to edit a custom form. Alright, so what we are referring to here is a form under the Tool Form Builder menu. In this case, this particular form is called the buyer intake form. And although this is a standard normal form right here, the customer has gone and done some custom HTML on this form and created some unique styling around the form. Now, to build that form, they took the HTML right out of here and did some customization to it. Now, one thing that you'll notice when you change that HTML is that any of the option values that would otherwise be populated may have to be changed. So, for instance, the drop-down menu that contains various names, if you add users into the system, you'd have to go and then add them to the form or update your HTML. Now, if you're not using a custom form, this is real simple. You can just copy your HTML and you just paste it over here into the hosted form section. Anytime you were to add users, you could just update that entire form, and any of the user drop-downs would be updated by doing that. Now, because we've got a custom form, we've got to actually go into the HTML of that form and make a change. So in this example here, I've gone to my I'm using FileZilla here, and I've grabbed my folder that has my form in it, and I've opened it up in my Dreamweaver here, and I've gone to the section of the page layout where I've got my user drop-down menu. So each one of these numbers represents a value in the system, and then the name that's displayed on the form is what's shown here. So in order to go ahead and add a particular, so here on my form is where I can find all of the names of the users that I would want to add. I'm looking for a particular name that needs to be added to my form, and I'm looking for Ian Bradford. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need Ian Bradford, and I'm going to need this number, 48066. So I go into my web form, and because I want to keep things in order, what I'm going to do is you're going to see me copy this information to the next row, and then I'm going to change the name, and then I'm going to change the number. And the number that I want to use is the one that precedes the name. So make sure you get the right number. If you get the wrong one, then your names will be not lined up when you paste those values, or when you select that value from your form. So then I would just save that form and put it back to my web server, and then my custom form will be updated. So we'll just do that real quick. We'll save that, and then we'll go back to our web form. We'll push that up. Now we refresh our page, and we should see Ian's name, and there it is. So that's how you would update a custom form for any values that you would add to the drop-down menu after that form's already been created.